Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we untangle the confusing world of corporate filings and see if companies are really as shiny as they seem, or if they're just putting on a good show. Today, we're re-diving into a filing from OneMeta Incorporated. Now this is your typical quarterly report packed with tons of numbers. Instead, it is a current report, a Form 8K, which usually means something significant and immediate has happened. And it is not always good news. Get ready, because this one has some interesting developments. Before we jump in, if you find value in these breakdowns, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you do not miss out. Also, we have a fantastic Discord community where we discuss these filings and more. You can find the link in the description below. So what is OneMeta Incorporated up to? Well, as of the 23rd of September 2025, they entered into some pretty important agreements. It looks like they're reconsolidating some existing debt and taking on more funds. The main event here is a secured promissory note, which is basically a fancy way of saying a loan agreement. This note is with Roland W. Day Sue and Guy May Day Family Trust. As of the date of the note, the 30th of July 2025, there was already about $1,049,213 in principal and interest outstanding. But it also looks like they borrowed additional funds. This loan comes with a pretty high interest rate of 14% per year. That is a significant cost for any company. Now, why is this important to secure this loan? OneMeta has essentially put up almost everything they own. They've granted the lender a first priority security interest in substantially all of the company's assets. Think of it like a mortgage on your house, but for a company's entire business. This means if OneMeta can't pay back the loan, these lenders have the first claim to take over the company's assets to get their money back. This is a pretty serious commitment and often signals that a company might be facing financial pressure or needs substantial capital to operate. There is also a security agreement that goes along with this note, outlining what assets are pledged. And to make things even more secure for the lender, they've also granted a security interest in certain patents. This means if the company defaults, the lenders could potentially gain control of their intellectual property, which is often the most valuable part of a tech or innovative company. These agreements were all dated the 30th of July 2025, but reported now. The terms of the note are also quite stern. It is payable on demand, meaning the lender can ask for their money back at any time. Plus, there are certain events of default that could trigger immediate repayment. This structure offers very little flexibility to the company. This filing also reminds us about the company itself. OneMeta Incorporated is based in Nevada with a principal executive office in Bountiful, Utah. Their stock trades on the OTCQB marketplace under the symbol ONE. They are also identifying as an emerging growth company, which means they have certain regulatory benefits, but they are also electing not to use the extended transition period for new accounting standards, suggesting they want to keep their financial reporting current. The company's common stock is registered on the OTCQB marketplace. This is important because OTC markets are generally less regulated and have fewer listing requirements than major exchanges, like the NYSE or NASDAQ. This can sometimes mean higher volatility and less liquidity for investors. So let's sum this up. OneMeta Inc. has taken on a significant loan with a high interest rate and secured it with almost all of its assets, including its patents. The loan can be called due at any time, and certain defaults can trigger immediate repayment. This is a far cry from a company confidently expanding its operations, and suggests they are in a critical financial maneuver, likely to shore up their balance sheet or fund immediate operational needs. Now, looking at this from a Warren Buffett perspective, we always want to understand the underlying business. While this filing doesn't give us a full financial picture like a 10Q or 10K would, the actions described here tell a story, pledging all assets and patents for a loan, especially one with a high interest rate and on-demand repayment, is a sign of potential distress or a critical need for liquidity. It suggests that traditional financing might not have been available or was too expensive. The fact that they are an emerging growth company and trading on OTCQB could also play into this. These markets sometimes attract companies that are in earlier stages of development or are facing unique challenges. The key risk here is clear. If OneMeta cannot meet its obligations, the lenders can seize its assets. Moreover, the 14% interest rate will eat into any profits they might generate, making it harder to grow organically. The on-demand nature of the loan adds a layer of constant uncertainty. Currently, we do not have enough detailed financial information from this specific filing to provide a precise valuation or growth forecast. However, the actions taken in this report are a strong signal to be cautious. It indicates the company is likely under significant financial pressure. Opportunities might exist if this financing allows them to execute a turnaround or a critical new project, but the risks are currently front and center. My conclusion based on this filing is that OneMeta Inc. is navigating a challenging financial period. The agreements filed today are designed to provide immediate capital but come with substantial risks and costs. Investors should be very wary and dig deeper into the company, its overall financial health, its revenue streams, and its long-term strategy before considering any investment. This Form 8K filing is a flashing yellow light. Alright, that is our breakdown of OneMeta's latest filing. What is your take on these agreements and what they signal for the company? Future, drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.